designed to do?
It could have been, but you appear to be a hologram who can't seem to hold form.
I'm in the flow state.
Yeah, you definitely are. But it's a lovely picture with the cairns. Isn't that what they call the stacking rocks?
Yeah.
Cairns. Yeah. There's a
Yeah,
place
my
here.
kids did that.
There's a place here about 3 or 4 miles from where I live. You take a long hike along this open trail, and it puts you just past a medicine wheel it was built there 20 years ago. And there's 2 stacks of just piles of rocks. And it's sometimes you go up there and there's 4 or 5 cairns that people have built. And then you go back again and the kids have knocked them over.
Yeah, I want to come out there and visit you. I would probably say like towards June, July, right around there. I'll be able to like travel to any specific location like every month, like once a month. I can go somewhere far. Just go.
How are you able to do that?
Just in my RV.
Oh, okay. So you got a house on wheels.
Yeah, I got a house on wheels, and then so I will be able to just request 1 week off a month from work and just go away.
And just as they say,
yeah, yeah.
Sweet. Well, I've been holding the space or holding the vision to create a 2022 Mercedes or Ram camper van, one of those panel vans with all of the windows and
right.
It's got a camera on the top, has a rack, and everything you need is in there.
Yeah, that would be really beneficial for you. Yeah, because then you can be wherever.
Yes, and I would head out to the community that's building in Florida. There's one building in Southern California. I don't know what's happening in other parts of the country. I know they're building in Canada. So I just want to go and see about building a supportive network and community out there so people can start growing their own group and supporting each other through this journey.
Yeah, I can definitely hold space every other weekend at a studio there in near LAX. So anybody in that area, we can definitely put something together, and we can do it as soon as possible, whenever.
And where are you located, Ernie?
I'm in Orange County.
Okay, and what's the closest city?
But closest city would be like Irvine.
Irvine, okay.
But I drive.
You froze. You still there? Can't hear you.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. It's not a Verizon commercial.
But yeah, so near LAX is where the studio is at, and then we have a whole rooftop there where we can do body sprays. As long as we're covered our areas where it's not seen or frowned upon from another roof or window. But we can definitely do day sprays in the sun and just kind of lounge and talk about our practice and just come and do the practice, foot, bath, whatever people want to do.
Yeah, whatever they want to talk about, what any kind of sessions they want to have, whatever, any kind of group get together. I'm open for all possibilities, including a couple of days of fasting and purification.
Yes. Yeah, definitely fasting. And talk about sleep and hydration and all the stuff that will help us and benefit us. So yeah, I'm all for that.
Okay, well, we've got Catherine Doolin, who may or may not make this call tonight. She lives in Oceanside, and there's Melissa Raphael, my virtual assistant. She lives out there in Chula Vista. And
Okay.
there's more and more people who are showing up and say, do you have anything in Los Angeles? I said, well, start it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, so we have the facility, so we can use that. And like I said, that can begin ASAP.
And does it have indoor facility or is it just outdoor?
Indoor as well.
Okay, what kind of seating capacity or occupancy?
Occupancy, I would say
Comfortably.
comfortably, I would say 12.
Good number.
If we want to do like breath work and stretching and meditation and all that indoor, that's a good number.
Does it have any mats, pads, pillows, or anything for people's comfort?
No, I would suggest everybody bring their own. It's probably best that way. And they have their own stuff and they feel comfortable and relaxed.
No problem. Can you
Mhm.
does it have a light dimmer?
Yes.
Lights down?
Yeah.
Public bathroom facilities?
It's got two bathrooms on the right outside the door, right outside the studio. So there's two there.
Sink?
Yep.
Parking?
Yeah, they both have sink.
Parking?
Parking might be a little tough. It would be street parking. Let me look the next visit.
I have to tell people carpool.
Yeah. Yeah, carpool would be ideal. But I could also look around and see what's available and maybe talk to like a business owner, down the street and ask and,
Here's another important question. Does the
Mhm.
venue have a recognizable name or website?
No, everything's low key right now. Everything's just starting up. So we have to do all word by mouth, which is probably the best way. So we don't have anybody from the city coming and doing all kinds of weird things.
Yeah, messing up the
Yeah.
party.
Right. Yeah.
Is there a nearby landmark that's recognizable?
LAX.
Okay, so how close to LAX?
I say about 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's doable. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's going to require some organizing and some promotions and getting enough people there, 8 to 12 people.
Yeah. We can do like once a month kind of thing. That would be ideal. So they prepare and they have plenty of time, like reserve this time. Hey, this is my time.
Okay.
Right. So yeah.
There's Catherine. She's just graduated my recent class. Catherine is coming back. I've watched her get younger in six. Catherine, say hi to Brother E.
Hi, Brother who?
Hello, sister.
That's Ernie, known as Brother E.
Brother E. Hi, Brother E.
Hello, sister.
All
So,
right.
Catherine, we were just talking about possibility of creating a venue near LAX that Ernie's connected to, and have a gathering.
Yeah? Okay.
Is that much of a
That's
drive? Is
excellent.
that much of a distance for you?
Are you in LA, E? Ernie? E.
Yeah.
Are you
I'm in
LA?
South Orange County.
Oh, South Orange County. That's not far from me. It's about an hour, I think. I'm in Oceanside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's close.
Isn't that about an
Yeah.
hour?
I'm about an hour from you. About 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah.
That's close.
Yeah. Very nice.
That's great.
Yeah, let's connect for sure.
Excellent. Yeah. That's
So-
what I've been looking for, people to connect with in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
area. Yeah.
Are you getting enough people to connect with?
No.
Are you talking about face-to-face, one-on-one in person, or through the internet?
I'm talking about face-to-face in person here in Southern California.
Okay, so what number are you up to?
Well, Crystal is in LA, right? Yeah. And then Ernie, and then you said somebody's in Carlsbad. I haven't talked to her.
That's Melissa. She goes by the handle Melissa Raw Organic Girl on Instagram.
Okay.
And
And
she's
then you
my
said
assistant.
somebody, oh, she's your assistant?
She's an awesome graphics designer, and when I need to have a graphics design for a class, a conference call or whatever, she's been doing that for me.
Oh, but there's somebody else who is that older lady, I thought,
That worked with me.
in Carlsbad. That
Oh no,
said,
no, that's McLean Jenner. That's
yeah.
McLean. Okay, Melissa is in Chula Vista.
Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. So Melissa's in Chula Vista, and then McLean Jenner is the Carlsbad one.
And
Okay.
she's been doing UT for 30 years.
That's right. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Right.
Amazing. That's awesome.
She is happened to be working with Christopher from the Shivamba organization on our second newsletter.
Nice.
And the name of the newsletter is called You're in the Spotlight.
I like it.
I love it.
And so McLean's going to have that announced anytime now, then we can share with, starting with the people at the hut and then everywhere else.
Nice.
Right. And you know, I tried to get on shivambuhut.org and I couldn't, it wouldn't take me to it. Am I putting it in wrong, or what
There's
am I
no
doing?
Shivambu hut website. I mean, you go to shivambu.org and you'll find the tab or the link to Shivambu Hut.
Oh, that's the problem. Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
let me type it in there for you, since we're using modern technology.
okay.
Shivambu, go to shivambu.org. See it right here.
Shivambu.org. Okay.
Make sure you spell it the traditional Sanskrit Hindu way with a BHU.
Yes, exactly.
And then right now we've got 573 members. And it doubled, almost tripled over the last year.
Wow. So it'll be twice that next year then, right?
Oh, this thing is going viral. I mean, the movement is the movement has to have a strong support, has to have a lot of voices, have a lot of momentum. I mean, it's building momentum. 2 years ago, we counted over 30 million practitioners in 50 countries. So there's got to be more than that. And Christopher's goal is 300 million or more people drinking beer.
Okay.
So we ain't playing here. We're serious.
Yeah, that's why I want to find groups in my area so that we can, start talking to people and
let's create it.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's
all right.
create it. Get a couple of your friends together, and then I'll come over and we can just have a conversation about natural hydration.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Wow.
Yeah, I can share my experience. Most recently I switched over to distilled water, and I've seen some really amazing transformations. Like, I mean, instant, like noticeable the next day. The first 2 days I had like a light rash leaving the body, and mainly where I sweat in between like the inner elbows and behind the knees. And it was kind of like slightly red and like quite a bit of irritation going on, but I knew it was detox and I let it be. And it smelled like metal, like the smell.
Oh, interesting.
Like I wiped it off, and it felt like real rough, like if I was like graining my skin. And then I smelled it, and it smelled like metal. It had like this almost like a battery, like a magnet type of smell.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then right after that, I felt like less squeaky, less irritation when I move my joints. I noticed right off the bat. I noticed it on my back, like by the third day, I felt like I wasn't squeaky anymore. And like if I sit for long periods of time, when I get up, I just get up. I don't have to like move slow anymore and kind of feel that that rusty feel in the joints, like everything's super tight. And
so what were you doing, a fast? Is that what you said?
Just switching over to the distilled water.
Just switching to distilled water?
Orally?
Yeah. So right now I'm on a journey to do like Orin, so just urine and water fast. Slowly I'm removing food completely. But I had been using regular mineral water and urine. So now just switching over to distilled, it's huge difference.
It's definitely different switching to distilled. Yeah, I've been doing distilled for probably a couple of months now, and I love it. But in the beginning, I was like, ew, I didn't. Yeah. My body was like, wait a minute, But
it's
I
actually
got
water.
through it. Pardon me?
Distilled water is water.
It's water, but I thought it was
the label.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was like pulling minerals out of my body or something.
So is there like a ratio that you drink between distilled and the shivambu, or just whatever?
No, I don't drink enough. I know that.
Of which?
I don't drink enough distilled water. I better drink some right now.
So
this is
what about
water.
What about the urine? Are you drinking the urine?
Yeah, but I'm only doing all the morning urine right now.
Oh, okay. So
I really want, pushing myself a little farther. I'm still working through a health condition, but it's gotten like a lot better. I actually went on a 3-hour hike the other day, and I was like, I whizzed through it. I couldn't believe it, and it wasn't an easy hike. It was,
nice.
It was all down, and then it was all up. And so I know that I'm my body's transforming, but I still have that that I ended up with this, like you're talking about metally, right? The metally. I had a metally taste in my mouth all the time from my gut biome being completely destroyed from antibiotics a year ago. So I've been just slowly, I can feel the shivambu is transforming it. But it's not a overnight thing. I just have to be patient and keep doing it, and I know it's going to happen.
Yeah, that commitment and that consistency pays off.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah, it does. What I've noticed, what I started doing is drinking 1.5 gallons, and it could be of either distilled water or urine. It doesn't matter as long as it's 1.5 gallons a day.
A day is what you're saying?
Yeah, so whether I combine it or it's just strictly only morning, and then all distilled water, like I make it a point.
That's a lot. How many ounces is that?
It's but
more than 128.
Yeah, but the transformation and the repair in the body is fast, like really fast.
Oh yeah, I bet it would be. But
yeah, I mean it's instant.
Detox though, a lot of detox.
The detox is, but it's slow. It was slow.
It's not extreme.
No, it's not extreme. You can just go on about your day, like it's just a regular day. But you'll notice it. It's not going to put you on bed rest. Like where I've done Oran fast and drank a lot of Evolve, that will put you on bed rest depending on how strong it is and what it's trying to remove. But it's powerful.
Yeah,
it's powerful.
I know it is. I just did my first Evolved enema, and that was that was amazing. I couldn't believe how much I cleaned out, but then how I felt afterwards. It was like my mind was clearer. I could think clearer.
Quite a metaphor, huh?
Pardon me, what?
When you let go of your shit, everything clears up.
Yes, exactly. I've been letting go of some.
Yes. Have you noticed also, you guys you're letting go of patterns and belief systems and programming that you've been hanging out with way too long?
You're not kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the spiritual
there is
the spirituality.
Yeah.
The spirituality you notice a lot more too. Like it's a lot more clear and more more in tune with everything.
Yeah, when I got done with that that hike yesterday, I was like, I felt like I was just, I don't know, like I was high on cloud 9, I guess the combination of the shivambu and the exercise, and the being out in nature, it was like, I haven't felt that good in a really long time. And it's like, I want to hold on to this.
Yeah.
And you can appreciate the nature in its quiet setting.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I had I recently just finished a 62-day fast, just urine and water. And yeah, I was constantly every day I had to like get off of work, take my shoes off and just walk out to nature. Otherwise I would feel like at ease. Like I was just like antsy and having this anxiety just over me like nonstop. And then towards
Oh,
the end, like,
you're gonna be really good to be connected to. Thank you.
yeah, so yeah, that I did like on the last 2 days, it was two weekends, and I didn't want to come back. Like I was just out there in the woods. I didn't want to come back. I was like, man, like I can literally just be out here. I don't need anything. Like I'm not needing food. I'm not needing water. Like I have everything I need. Like
That's amazing, isn't it?
yeah, like I did. Like I mean, there's like no worry about anything. And then all the animals, like they feel your presence, and they probably can smell us, so they know like, hey,
You're not a threat.
you know, they're not a threat. Their heart's calm. They're, and seeing all nature, everything, just super grateful for everything. Everything is like love, 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 love. And
It is. It is. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I was just like, I should just stay out here, like never go back and visit.
Well,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to do what we're doing now.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. So,
You know
but
what
yeah,
I
even
saw You know what
uh,
I saw yesterday they hadn't seen in years, literally years, was a horny toad.
Oh,
I
mm,
haven't seen one of those in so long. And a little guy just went right in front of us real slowly. And I'm like, oh my God, that's a horny toad. It was like it was just
yeah,
so,
they look like a reptile.
yeah, they look like a little dinosaur. They're
Yeah.
super cute. Yeah.
Oh, you had a stolen moment with this
I
guy.
did.
Great.
I know.
So,
Yeah.
so today on my walk, I don't know if you caught the video, but I was giving enough airtime to the subject of love so that we can balance out all the distractions and the hooking of our attention to the world and the world's drama and the world's narrative and the world's illusion.
That's a good one.
And since everybody seems to be deficient in love or looking for love,
it's a great way to say
Yeah.
it.
Shivambu brings you back to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely, 100%.
that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. It makes you aware of yourself. Yeah. I've had some big awarenesses. Really good.
Like what, in the last 10 minutes?
That too, but I just mean the last probably week or two. Some really big ones. Yeah.
Have you felt like you've had enough time to integrate them? Or you didn't need to?
I'm still integrating. Yeah.
Yeah, it's important.
And what's on the other side of that for you, Catherine, when those are integrated?
Love. All love.
Yeah.
Just I guess you call it I mean enlightenment doesn't seem like the right word, but I mean I guess that's the closest word I can think of, being more enlightened.
There's a two-letter word, to me, handles a lot of things, and to me that's as close as you need to get to enlightenment. The expression is I'm okay. And for you to be able to say I'm okay without it have any negative mind talk about it or have any resistance to hearing that, I think you made it. You're okay.
Got it. Total self-acceptance. Yeah, I got it.
That's unconditional love. For me, unconditional love is I love you no matter how you show up, no matter how you don't show up. I'm gonna love you anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't have to be anything or anyone different. You still got it.
Yeah. Well, I had a thought today that I haven't had since ever really, about a person that I was really angry at, and really because I thought he hurt my daughter. When it comes to my children, I want to protect them, and so it's been there's some abuse going on, and there's things that happened that I was really, really angry. And today I felt compassion and love for this person. And I mean, that's the first time I ever felt, I even now I feel, I feel teary because I mean, he's a human being too, and
Yes.
and even though he did cause, I can't say he caused the pain. The pain was there for a reason. I understand that, but it was really difficult to get through. We got through it. Now we get to see it in a different, or I get to see it in a different light. I don't think my daughter's there yet.
And so there's nothing to forgive here.
To forgive?
There's nothing to forgive in this situation.
There's nothing to forgive. No.
Oh, good. So that sounds like you're getting good at clearing up relationships. That space in between, that little middle road in your relationships. How clean is that, everybody? I get to look at that with everybody I'm involved with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You can
Yeah,
just,
actually I've let some go recently, which, and it was really good. It was what I needed to do.
Yeah, that gives you some breathing room, doesn't it?
Totally. Yep. And opens up, the door for new people like Brother E,
yes.
and people that, I want to grow with,
Well, you can meet Brother E in our Telegram group, our graduate Telegram group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Actually, I've seen his name. I just didn't know who he was. Yeah.
That would be him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
we
I
can
know.
go on a hike. I'll come up there. We can go on a hike. We can do many things. Just
Oh my God, how cool.
we'll just go on a walk and talk and just share our journey and what we're discovering and everything. It's wonderful. It's like just amazing to see like just how powerful we are. And
I know.
for me, it's just it's remembering. For me, it's like the dreams. The dreams are everything to me. Like the dream world is my sacred moment. That's where I live.
Well, this is the dream world, right?
Yeah. This is the first reality, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, before that is the dream world. That's where we create this reality. But I like, having that that space for myself, and understanding that that we were all children. We were designed to come here and live as children in mature bodies, and really have that imagination to create wonderful, beautiful things, which we have. But we also have to understand that somewhere along our innocence was covered by distractions in life, and we all lost our authentic self somewhere along the line. So when I see other human beings, I see them as children as well, that just had a different time slot where they lost their innocence. Some for us is some is like 7 years old,
Wow.
9, 10.
That's a really, really great
Right?
way to see it.
So when I
love
see them, I see them as broken children, just like I was. Where I lost my innocence, I remember exactly where it happened and where I lost myself and where I began to protect myself from the world and the illusionists and the liars and everything. As a child, just observing this stuff. So it's looking at everyone through my eyes now. So
Yeah.
I understand that they're children with programming, and that's not even who they are, because it's not possible to live
Good
without
program.
that love, right? So and then they try to escape it with food, and just like all of us, food addictions, and
Wow.
we don't want to sit in ourselves because there's so much going on. We're not ready to accept it. We're not ready to love ourselves for what and who we are.
Well, that's it.
Because-
That's it. It's all distracting ourselves from really looking, going inside. And I've been really looking at that too, because I'm doing it. I'm doing it on Facebook. Distracting myself. So there's Yeah, that's a really good one. And
Take a breath.
I just did. I was doing it before you said it.
Your innocence, your innocence is your original state.
Yes.
And regardless of those who are trying to distract you or convince you otherwise, that innocence is ready for you to tap into anytime now.
Yeah.
I feel it.
And when we
Yeah.
see other people who come up to us and they're not expressing it that way, and now I'm a student of Course in Miracles. So what the Course in Miracles teaches that is simply that people only say one of two things. And this will help you to read people really fast. They either say, I love you, or help me, I'm scared. So when
Yes.
people are aggressive or people are egomaniacs or people are controlling, they're really scared. And that's a sign for us to be more compassionate
Yes.
Wow.
Absolutely.
without getting triggered.
Yeah. Just
Oh, I
looking at
know.
them.
That's the big one right there.
Yeah. Just know that, you know, that, yeah, they're hurting just like we are. Like we all have that programming. So it's just looking at their eyes and looking deep inside that eye and just know that there's somebody in there just ready to cry, ready to come.
Exactly.
please.
And that's exactly what I was thinking about this person I was telling you about who
Yeah.
you know, I thought of as a narcissist, you know. And,
Mhm.
you know, a narcissist is still a human being, you know, even if you know, they have these
Mhm.
qualities about them, you know, and they have, you know, but they're a hurt human being, like you said, you know, there's some
Mhm.
real, you know, pain under there. And so I realized that about him, that
Ask them for a hug. See what happens.
ask Crash for a hug. Okay, this is his nickname, Crash.
That's
Well,
just a nickname.
He's in Alaska, okay?
Oh, long distance, it'll have to be a cyber hug like this group does all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, cyber hug. No, actually, we haven't talked to him in a year. We went through a bunch of court battles with him, and he lost, so we haven't talked to him for a year. So maybe I need to mend some stuff with him. I'm
Here's a
thinking.
way to do it, by the way. Say hi to Chit. He's in Montana.
Hey
Oh,
guys,
shit!
nice
I
to
can't
meet
see
you.
him. I'm gonna have to. There we go. Oh, okay. I see a shadow. Hi,
Oh,
Chit.
yeah, I got this red light in my room. I can see myself. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, we
See
can see you
anybody?
now.
I can see a floating head.
Yeah, I'm that floating head. I'm laying on the floor here.
All right.
So,
Hi.
Catherine, here's the process. I've been teaching this one for a while. You simply write a letter from your higher self to their higher self,
Oh, I like that. Okay.
and
Mm.
then bless it and burn it. So it's immediately transferred to their higher self.
Oh, that's really good. Okay.
And it works really good when there's people that you need to clear the space and do forgiveness, but you just don't have it in you to talk face to face. Then you can transmit it from higher self to higher self.
Okay.
Or you can just, stand up and talk to them. I mean, whatever works for you.
No. He's pretty hurt and angry, I think, you know, so I don't know how the conversation would go.
Well, there's plenty of those on the planet.
You're not kidding. Yeah, there are.
Right. Now, what we can do in our groups, and what we can do as a collaboration, is we can work on healing the human condition instead of pinpointing 1 or 10 or 100 or 1,000 people,
Yeah.
but just to delete and transmute that condition that's still in humans, including all of us on the screen.
Okay.
And what a world we live in without that.
Yeah, it's just like dissolving everything that we're not, removing everything that we're not, and returning back to our authentic self. I think that's the strategy. And I know for sure the Orin, especially with the more evolved stuff, it emotionally it removes a lot. You know, the emotional baggage is they're neuropeptides, and they reside in the fat. They reside in the fat proteins of the body. So with evolved urine, we burn that fat. So those emotions
leave. They leave the body. Like we're healing emotionally and, getting our body
How
back
do
to.
you use the evolved?
I do foot baths. Foot baths. I love the foot baths.
I do
I
too.
run, yeah, I run barefoot a lot. And in gravel, rocks, snow.
I've been doing more
so
barefoot too. Yeah.
yeah, it's great. So I do a lot of foot baths and I take it in there and if I leave it for and I keep the same urine. I lost track of how long
many-
it's been, but it's the same one. I use it over and over.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, and if I leave it for like 2 hours or more, there's heavy detox the next day. Like I'm like super thirsty and I'm just drinking and drinking and
You
drinking
do a
and drinking.
2-hour foot bath?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
What do you do at
And,
the time? Are you reading a book? Are you chanting? Are you drawing pictures? What do you do?
Yeah, I usually if I'm right now I've been watching a lot of bioterrain videos. So I've been learning a lot from the makers of the Terrain the film. So I kind of started following up on them and their work and all their research. So I usually do that, and if I don't, I just put mellow music and just kind of lay back and just relax, just keep my feet on the floor, and then
That sounds like
after
advanced
that,
foot soaking.
yeah, so I do
Sounds
the foot
advanced.
soaking, and then I do my hands right before
Yeah.
I'm about to finish. I'll do 10-15 minutes of that.
In the same
Yeah,
tub with your feet?
in the same tub.
Yeah, I like doing it that way.
Yeah, and then I notice when I do those long ones, usually the next day or two, something will manifest in my life that will be a trigger for me, and it's usually somebody else that caused me to feel a certain way, and then I just kind of I sit with that and see what all that's about. If I
Yes.
try to
Yes.
try to remember when was the first time I felt like that strongly about this situation or this feeling or why do I think like that? Who told me to
Oh,
think that?
that's good. You're going back to where it originated.
Right.
Yeah.
To the source. And the longer I sit with it, it'll usually come that same day or the next day, or I'll see it in my dream. I'll see the information of when it actually happened and relive that
Really?
moment. Then I'm like, oh, that's where that came from. And now I understand, why people are, that way and do these behaviors and all that.
Wow.
And,
So I
and
get to learn more about it.
when you're there and you discover the source of it, are you able
Mhm.
to unravel it and
Oh yeah.
transmute it?
Yeah. When it happens in the dream, it's best because I'm like fully aware in the dream and watching everything and observing everything in like in great detail, and it's like full. Like I mean, it makes complete sense. And then so the next day, I let it go in affirmations. Like I release you. I forgive you. I forgive myself. I love you. I hope you heal. I hope you receive my message of love and clean your vessel and purify everything in your life so you can return to you. I would love to meet you for who you are, and
Wow.
stuff like that. And yeah, that's it. It just goes away, and then on to the next. And I've had some pretty powerful ones. As a child growing up, I've had a very unique upbringing, mainly homeless most of my childhood life. So there's a lot of caretakers that violated their role, and so I've always had to protect myself from other humans and untrustworthy adults and stuff like that. So me going back and being able to see all of that, it explains like everything. And
Oh,
it's not their
yeah.
fault. They don't know any better. All they know is what their programming is telling them. Whatever they created, their whole identity is created over things that they watched other people do.
Yeah,
So,
we're taught to do that.
yeah. So I know the Orin for sure. The evolved, it removes all of the emotional baggage that we're carrying around, and it's less work, I think, by doing it and diving in that way than trying to go and talk about it and dealing with that, or not having the strength to set boundaries yet, with other people. And so then we get wrapped up in their own loop and their own trauma and their own, and then we react, and then we make the situation worse.
Yes, yes, yeah, and it's worse with our kids, or it's for me anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm learning. Yeah, I'm learning with that, and what I've learned, I have two younger ones. I have 5 children, and my youngest are 8 and 9, and so I'm learning a great deal from them, because I see myself where I was at. I see the things that they talk about, their imagination of how they put things together, and so I go to their level and become them, and just walk among them, and really get to know myself in that. And then I can give them advice, on how to set boundaries, on how to navigate, and understand the systems, and why people do this, and then they understand it. I tell them, a lot of adults, they don't know how to love themselves, and you
I
can see
know.
it by this, and then they see it, right? Because I give them like little things to look for, so they see it in
That's
other people.
really
So
good.
so
Yeah.
then they understand that they're just being an adult with programming. That's not who they are. It's unnatural to be that way. So then they can navigate through life a little better.
Have you noticed that your kids are teaching this to other kids?
Not sure.
Or just living that
But
way?
they're living that way. So they're being that example. And they speak up when there's something that is not okay, or they feel it's not correct, and then they break it down and explain it really well, and kids kind of either receive it, or F you kind of thing. But what I noticed the most is with adults. Like they'll come and talk to me, or they feel it, like my daughter Eden, my youngest, and so she feels the anger or frustration in others, so she wants to go naturally and hug them, and diffuse that, whatever they're going through. She wants to just go hug them and diffuse it.
Often it.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool to watch that.
Yeah.
So she's already a hug therapist.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She's got her struggles though. She lets other people get to her, and she
How old
gets,
is she?
really sad. She's 8.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
Super
So
sensitive.
yeah, very, very.
Yeah. Wow.
I know.
Love to meet her.
Yeah.
Got to plug in my my cord. It says it's low.
So one of the things that's going to help you guys and everybody out there in the water family, all you enthusiasts or devotees, as I like to call you guys, is that Melissa and I are working on the Healing Water from Within handheld booklet. It's going to be about this size. And it's going to answer all the who, what, why, and how questions people have about urine therapy, the practice, the lifestyle, the ingredients, the benefits, as well as how to handle the concerns of the doubters.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to buying those.
And so Melissa has been working on it in her own timing, because she's got work, and she's with her mom, and she goes back and forth from San Diego to Mexico. But I'm telling her, let's get it right. We're going to get some new content from the manual of urine therapy teachers, and maybe something else, but keep it relative in present time, so that not only that you can hand it to people in person, but those people will be reading through it at some point. They'll decide they want to hand it to other people.
Yes.
So it becomes multi-generational.
Yes. As soon as you have those available, I'm going to order a few, so we can have down at the center. And as more people come through, then we can have those talk, and they can have that tool.
Kind of a center.
Yeah. So one of my friends has a place where she does like massage reflexology,
A wellness
and
center?
a wellness center that she is now just
wellness
starting to
center,
put
okay.
together. So she's putting that together, and then so I'm able to use that facility, as many times as I need on the
Do you
weekends.
do massage too?
I don't know.
Okay, because I'm a massage therapist too.
You are?
I'm not. Yeah, I am too. I'm not still licensed. I haven't massaged, professionally in a couple of years, but yeah, I was
Nice.
for a long time.
Well, there you go. It's time.
I know it's time to get back into it. I
Yeah.
want to do a UT massage. I've never done
Yes.
one.
Here, come
Yeah,
borrow
that
my
would be,
table.
I would.
yeah, that
I
would
would.
be super,
Good.
super awesome. It'll
That
also
would-
help with the, it'll help with the detox of the emotions, you know, if we open up the
I
pathways.
know. I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure you do their abdomen and their stomach. Get their
I
kidneys.
always do. I always did do it. You know, I was always, one of the ones that
Awesome.
did it. Most people don't do stomach massage, but I always did.
Visceral massage is awesome. Because you can open up areas that they can't do normally through peristalsis and bowel movements.
Yeah,
That's true. That's
been,
true. Yeah. Yeah.
I've been thinking about the abdominal massage today. In fact, and it's coincidence. My gosh, it's so so productive.
Yeah. It is productive. And there's one that was a Thai abdominal massage I used to do. It was really deep.
Mm-hmm.
Really get way in there. And that always was great for whoever I did it on.
Cool.
Even autistic children, I worked with autistic children for a long time, and I would occasionally do it on them if they had constipation issues, if their parents, allowed it, which they usually did.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's correlated with autism for sure. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that can
And I
be
was thinking about UT with autism. I was thinking, I work with a 21-year-old right now, and I really want to try that with him.
Well, if you're doing Orin massage, also include chest and lungs. You want to get the grief out of here. The things that have not been spoken, the things that have been heavy on our hearts and heavy on our chest. So I'd not only do the front area, but the intercostalis rib muscles around the back side where you have the lungs in the back. So you want to get all that cleaned out as best you can.
What about on women?
Same thing. If they're open to it, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, right.
Now, when we were working on VJ, I spent 2.5 hours, 3 hours there today. He's laying there full naked in the sun. His wife's going, you need to have sun on everything. So he's laying in his hospital bed. He's the king of the house, right? Giving him Orin massage, front, back, private parts, everything. And he's loving it. And he's holding himself up. At one point, he grabbed the rail, held himself up so we could do cupping on his back and percussion on his back and Orin massage on his back.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Nice.
He hasn't got to walking stage. He's still atrophied on his legs because he hasn't really walked in 2 months. And he's lost 25 pounds. So I'm there for another day or two. Doc Mike is going to be driving back from Chicago. And then he's on call for Indira for the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Wow.
So is it just you and Indira massaging him right now?
Well, Doc Mike was living with her up till yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but he needed to get some things, and then he's returning trip and coming back, and he's going to be living there. There's a guest bedroom.
Oh, that's great. Wow.
So yeah, anytime you get a chance to talk to Doc Mike, I would say take advantage of him. Every now and then we're able to get him on a cell phone so I can put him on a speaker and we can hear him, but he hadn't figured the technology, and he's got a 1G flip phone.
That's good.
I mean, between him and Indira, these guys have been resisting modern technology way too long, and Indira doesn't even have a cell phone, so it's frustrating to try to communicate when she's away from her house. So that's what we're facing.
How would we talk to, or how would I talk to Doc Mike?
Give your cell phone number anytime you want.
Okay.
He also posted at the hut. Are you a member of the hut?
No, not the Shivambu hut.
Yes.
No, that's why I just got the. I couldn't get on it because I had the wrong.
Okay, you got the actual link now, right?
I do. I have the actual link now. So.
Okay, go get your free membership and go find Doc Mike's listing.
Oh, okay.
And he puts his website, which is wakeupwell.org, his phone number.
Oh yeah, wakeupwell.org. Yeah, you did tell me that before.
The guy pushed he pushed against the medical industry's envelope when he took them to court, I don't know, about 10, 12 years ago, to win the case, which gives him the right to use the word cure, and that the medical community cannot own that word.
Yeah. That's right. You did tell us that.
Pretty ballsy. Yeah.
That is.
I've
Awesome.
enjoyed meeting with him. It's I've only known him through the telephone and through the internet. And someday I'm gonna end up probably meeting you guys in person.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm imagining, yeah, eventually.
No telling where we'll go with it.
I know. It's pretty exciting, really, to think about it.
You guys have great hearts, great souls, great imagination. So keep nurturing that. I mean, Ernie brought it up. Keep nurturing your inner child. Keep nurturing your innocence. Keep nurturing your creativity and your imagination.
Imagination, yes, that keeps coming up for me.
Yeah.
Imagination, that's God consciousness there. Everything was created from imagination,
Yeah.
It is.
In the
That's
image.
right? Formless energy to energy and form, energy and motion, and we create matter, we create everything. Everything from
Yes.
imagination.
This is Sunday. The brother got to preach. Well,
Yeah.
right on, guys. I threw this together at the last moment to see if anybody could handle spontaneity, and you guys made it. Fiona said she was going to bed. Megan wanted to make it. You know who Megan McDonald is? Do you know her yet?
No, but
Yeah.
I've seen the name. Oh, you're talking about Megan, the one that's on our call. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I love Megan. Yeah.
All right. She just graduated my last course. She's done some interviews with Kate Stillman, and she's also teaching urine therapy courses
Yeah.
out in Canada.
Yeah.
So a good resource to get to know.
Yeah, she's pretty knowledgeable. I like her idea of the taking the little dropper with the aged urine on your hair. I did it and it was great.
You did
Yeah.
the rose,
Yep, you do the rose.
and did
And it
that
worked.
make it? What did it do? Make it more
I
absorbable?
just felt, it, it made me feel better. I don't know. It made my head feel clearer, and it made my hair looked a lot better after I washed it out, because it was pretty. I had a lot in there. So, but once it was washed out, I was like, whoa, I've got some hair.
Yeah, it's got body.
Yeah, I really liked it.
It's alive.
It's
Yeah,
alive.
it's alive.
It's got plasma all over it.
Yeah. I've been doing a
Exactly.
lot of scalp massage with Evolve. And then I leave it wet after I let it air dry like once or twice. And then on the last one, I put a beanie over it, and it just kind of stays wet overnight. And then I wake up in the morning and my eyes are like super caked up with mucus.
Is that right?
And then,
Wow.
yeah, and the first part of the morning, I'm just like hawking up loogies just like all morning, just constantly. And then what I've noticed is my vision is getting better. And especially at night, I can see better, like more crisp at night, which for a while was getting like real blurry, and the lights would bother me. So I know it's removing a lot of mucus from the head area, from the brain, and all of that.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
But
it does.
leave it overnight, right?
Yeah, I just leave it overnight. Yeah, like so I'll like put it all over the scalp, and then I massage it where my like the hair is completely soaked. So then I just let it air dry so it gets soaked in. And then if I have enough time, I'll do it the second time. Or if I don't have enough time to air dry it, I just put a beanie on. But I mean, I leave it like super, super wet so it gets absorbed into the scalp. And then in the morning, I take off the beanie, and then, I can take a shower with fresh urine, and then it'll remove it. I just keep using the fresh urine until the smell goes away of the Evolved.
Oh, that's what you do? Okay.
And then I just let it air dry completely. Like I go outside immediately and let it air dry. And then the smell goes away completely. So that's been helping a lot of mucus release from the eyes. Like every morning, like it's just a lot of mucus from the eyeball.
That's
An
brilliant.
alternative to the beanie is a shower cap.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should try that. It might keep it in there better than the
Yeah.
beanie.
I just ordered a nebulizer too.
Oh,
be-
nice.
Yeah, I
Nice.
really want to try that.
Yeah, go slow, and there's a delay on the onset of the effects, basically. So maybe, you know, do it for a little while and then stop and see how you feel,
Is
and
this
keep going.
breathing it in your lungs you're talking about?
Yeah, nebulizing fresh. Yep.
Yeah, okay, fresh, yeah.
Yeah, it's fresh is plenty strong. Yeah, is the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just like, you know, really all I have to say about it is just, yeah, go slow and remember to relax and stuff, because it's more intense than like,
Liquid.
because it's really wonderful at first. Actually, it's really like energizing and lifts your spirits, but then the detox sets in. So that's part of it. Yeah.
And the sting,
Yeah.
you got the sting a few times.
Oh yeah, sure, if you do
Yeah,
it.
the age does the sting.
Now, with the nebulizer, while you're nebulizing your nose and mouth, exfoliate your face. And that's what you can do, is get that steam and go over your eyelids and go over your eyeballs and go all over your face.
Okay.
Because you got minute little gas vapor sizes. So it's real teeny. It's different than the liquid drops. That's why it gets into other places.
Put in your hair too, imagine, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's whatever you can come up with.
What are some of the detox things that you guys have noticed from that protocol or that practice?
Matt?
From the nebulizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really full-bodied in general. So I guess the body's going to
Full
detox.
body.
Yeah. So like, you know, fever, which is, you know, not an isolated sort of phenomenon,
Nice.
or chills, which like are all over. But certainly the body will prioritize whatever its triage is. So, you know, maybe different people will have different, you know, types of reactions. Like maybe somebody would get a rash versus no rash in another person. But we're kind of talking about generally getting sick. That's really it. It's just kind of
Yeah.
like getting bad cold. Yeah. If you do it enough, it's kind of like getting a cold. Definitely my first, you know, while using it, I would just get sick. Yeah. And it was like having a flu, to be honest.
Wow.
And you're
Nice.
talking of the Terrain Theory movie. It's a brilliant documentary, isn't it?
Oh, did you watch that?
Yeah, I haven't seen
Yeah.
the supplementary material which you're talking about.
Mm.
But boy, I actually came to the conclusion that, you know, germs had to be bullshit after nebulizing urine. That's what did it for me.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I know
So
what you mean.
So you're not concerned about germs.
No. I've got my own personal evidence, and there's good evidence in a more laboratory setting as well. And yeah, the great thing about it is the freedom from the fear. It's not just like a being right or something, you know.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And
Exactly.
it's understanding to free ourselves. You know, once we have that mental freedom, then it's more healing and more beneficial for ourselves. And you know, I found after watching that documentary and just following their work and watching all the stuff that they have, you know, done prior to getting together and making that, like there's so much information, and the information is just mainly for me. Like I don't want to prove anybody wrong, you know, that defeats the willpower that we have. We're here to believe whatever we want to believe in. We don't want to influence that, because then we attack their identity, you know, and so they don't receive the message because they feel, you know, attacked, or that we're there to, or they feel like, you know, we have to prove them outside of their belief system, whatever they believe. You know, if they believe Santa Claus is still real, our job is not to prove that it doesn't exist. We just have to let them be. But
Yeah,
learning all that information, learning all that information gave me that freedom, like you said, of not having fear. And once I don't have that fear and that information, then it's easier for me to give it to other people when they ask me things. What about this? And like, well, what, you know, I like Brother Sage's, you know, comebacks. But where'd you learn that?
Where'd you get that idea from?
Yeah, where'd you? I asked, where'd you learn that? You know, do you have information that can show me that? Like, I'd like to learn about that. And
Yeah.
they
Beautiful.
don't have it. They don't have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You mean
So
urine is
them-
not a waste product?
Yeah.
I always thought-
I know.
Boy, that was
Yeah.
a big pull over everyone's eyes.
For
Yeah.
sure.
That was quite a
Yeah.
propaganda.
And it's, I mean, it's pretty deep, but you know, like it's good to know and learn more about ourselves, and you know, let our practices be the example. You know, like right now, all of my friends, you know, we had
That's it. I think that's it. Yeah.
we had a birthday party for my 15-year-old from my previous marriage, and you know, so we had this party, and I walked in, and I was there for like, without exaggeration, you know, these are family members that I grew up with, and you know, and watch my children grow. And I was there for, I would say, probably about 2.5 to 3 hours before they recognized me. Like they didn't they didn't like know
Is
it was
that right?
me until they started asking my daughter, "Hey, is your dad coming? Is he going to be here?" They're like, "Yeah, he's there. He's been there." Like, and then they come up to me and like, you know, I was like 296 pounds back then too, so it's like it's a whole different
Oh
human
my
being.
goodness.
You stepped
Yeah,
out
and
of that soul suit.
yeah, exactly. I was like, you know, super heavy, you know, always in pain, back problems, knee problems, you know, feet problems. I mean, you name it. I was balding, like, you know, my hair was like, you know, falling off, and here I am, like, you know, 130 pounds less, full set of hair, super brand new skin, and I look younger than all my friends during that timeline. They're, you know, they're struggling, you know, and I just see it, and they're just like,
That's so awesome.
yeah, they, you know, they stayed on that same weekend routine of, you know, pizza, hot wings, beer, football,
Oh, I
baseball,
know.
UFC, movies. I mean,
Hangover.
weekend after weekend after week, and then I went the other direction, you know.
And
So
you changed your diet dramatically too.
yeah, right now it's just urine and water. Like I said, and the distilled more recently, and then
Yeah, that's
and
a
then I
big
just,
change.
yeah, if I eat, you know, I eat something, I just, most of the food doesn't taste, it tastes like cardboard. So I don't really do it. If I do, I go for the go-to right now is the
So
mango. Like,
are you maintaining a steady weight, or are you still losing?
right now, it's up and down. I stay within, I would say,
Up and down?
between like 0 to 7 gap. It just kind of goes up and down depending on what I do.
Pounds? You're talking about pounds?
Yeah, pounds. Yeah.
Okay.
So about 7 pounds fluctuation. But
Up
it's,
and down?
yeah, up and down. And that, like I said, it all depends on what I'm doing physically. But like it's stayed off. It's been off, you know, for over a year. Like it never came back. But yeah,
How
right
long
now
have
I
you
want
been
to.
doing
What's that?
how long have you been doing urine therapy?
A little over a year. More
Okay.
hardcore in the last few months. Before it would just be like randomly on and off here and there. Not like, you know, how committed I am now. But
Okay.
yeah. And
It makes a big
it was, yeah, it was super toxic at first when I started. Like, you know, I started drinking it. It smelled bad. It was super strong. But I can
Me
feel it.
too.
I can feel the, you know, I
Me
can feel
too.
the cleansing and all that ammonia that was just in there, like just to clean. And
I was really
it's just,
sick too.
yeah, now it's just sweet. It has this really like strange, like pure smell to it. Like it's you just want to drink it.
Yeah.
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 That's a great answer right there. Just drink it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like, you know, all that information that we can learn, you know, about ourselves, and then, you know, do it, and then they will see it. And you
Yeah.
know, we just share our experience. Like, hey, this is what I'm doing it. You're watching it in real time. You know, you're in my circle, you're in my life. You're seeing me every day, every other day, once a week, once a month. Like you see
look
that what you're
different.
doing is not working.
You look different. You look
Yeah.
healthier. You seem to
Yeah.
run circles around other people your age. What the heck are you doing? I
Yeah.
can't wait till you guys get to that moment with the newbies.
Oh man.
An awesome place to be with the newbies. What the heck? You look like you're 20 years younger than you say you are. I'm going, well, can you keep an open mind? I'll tell you my secret.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
another
they're not
big
ready for
question.
that.
That's another one of those big questions you want to pre-qualify people before you toss your pearls before the swine.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because they will disown you.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's lost his marbles. He's crazy. Like all my friends, once I started pushing, you know, I started posting that on social media. They actually took my account. You know, my account got deleted on Instagram for sharing all my practices and everything, and you know, explaining what I was getting from it.
Instagram deleted it.
Yeah, yeah, they deleted it.
right?
They logged me out and asked me to log back in. There's suspicious activity on my page, and they have to review. And then when I went back and logged back in on the following day, they suspended my account, and because I violated their policies, and you know, they give you a link on where to go look, and I was like, this is a blessing. Like, you know, this is
That ain't the only social pro platform. That ain't
yeah. Yeah, exactly. And actually it was the greatest thing because it gave me more freedom to focus on myself and really put things together and, you know,
Yeah, exactly.
things of value.
Yeah.
And I rather share all the stuff I was sharing on there about my practice and my journey. I rather do it in person than, you know, than actually doing it on that platform. But
This
yeah,
is why we want to get something together in your area.
yeah,
It is exactly why. Yeah.
And maybe Matt, excuse me, Chet, do you have a car?
Well, gas prices are huge. It's about $45 on trip right now.
Where-
And
Do you have
Where
a
are
horse?
you located?
I'm 60 miles out of Billings, Montana.
Oh, you're in Montana. Oh,
All right,
Yeah.
then
nice.
why don't you hitch up a horse?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't get far in the little town of Roundup, Montana. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of in monk mode over here. I mean, I'm taking care of somebody who lost his legs, so that's, you know, plenty to keep me occupied. So it's not like I'm gonna
yeah,
go.
I read that. Yeah, I read it on Facebook. You were doing
Oh,
that.
that's very sweet. Yeah. But I feel like I'm kind of in training mode, you know, to be honest. And I'm really excited about the future then. You know, I'm a Capricorn, I guess. So yeah.
Hey, same here.
You're a Capricorn. Two Capricorns, really?
Yeah.
What are you, Brother Sage? I don't even know what you are.
Gemini.
Oh, yeah, I did. I knew you were a Gemini. Yeah.
What
Why
about
do you
yourself?
think I got so many things going on right now?
I'm the water bearer. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm the truth. I'm the water bearer.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
bearing my water. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're bearing and you're sharing.
Yeah. Well, I haven't shared yet. Yeah.
By the way, Doc Mike has got this new program he's putting together with Christopher, who's part of the board of directors. They both are at the Shivam organization. And he's coming up with a way that people in the water family can trade their water with each other, that they can mail each other their aged evolving Orin. And how he's figuring it out is that he's been putting it on cotton material and let it just soak up and then dry. And the idea is to ship it and have people rehydrate it.
You're kidding. Wow.
And he's right now. And how he came up, what shit?
That's genius. I would never have thought of that.
I hadn't either, but he came up with the idea after drinking is either 21 or 31 of his clients Orin. And he says because of doing all this, he has like 21 immune systems. I said, what is just one system that's strong as hell? So
I love it. That's amazing.
If you hear about that program, you'll know who started it.
Isn't there something about male and female that, you know, no? The hormones?
People say, Well, people have always said, well, if you take the estrogen from the women, won't that have a feminizing effect on the male? Or if you take the hormone from a male and the testosterone, you have a male effect. No,
Right.
no, it's not gender specific. It's not age specific. It's not race specific. It is perfect medicine.
That's so interesting. Okay.
And as
Yeah,
you,
because
But, you know, just
the
standard American
kidneys
diet
will.
of water and stuff has all these estrogen mimickers anyway. You know, I've survived that. You know, I guess I could survive this. it's
What did
just
you
like
survive?
just all the estrogen mimickers and all the pollution that is abundant nowadays. More or less survived all that. I'm just thinking out loud because I'm
Okay.
trying to hype myself up for this really because this is a little nerve wracking.
Catherine, I'll drink yours if you'll drink mine.
All right, let's dry some in a cotton ball and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, maybe you guys can figure it out because it doesn't sound very technical.
Actually, why can't you just send liquid though? Won't that work?
You could, but when when I was shipping things today, I was shipping books across the country, and you have to get this little screen, and he asks you at the post office, is it liquid? Is it flammable? Is it perishable? Is it
I
explosive?
know. Yeah.
Right. Well, Doc Mike, he mailed me his 12-year-old urine so that we can give that to VJ.
Oh yeah.
And he just knows how to pack it and hide it in the box. And no, they wouldn't figure, you don't have to admit it, but it's a lot lighter if you do it in a dried form. That's the only difference.
Okay.
Maybe they could find kind of non-toxic cotton ball, of course.
Well, there's there's organic cotton balls.
Yeah, right.
And
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
think
neat.
that I was really enjoying having this funny idea that, well, what if these postal guys keep smelling urine in their mail? who are these people shipping urine back and forth?
Oh, bro.
Well, guys,
It's a mailman that's already on the hut.
he's already probably a member.
I know this medicine.
Or you find out he's stealing all the mail.
Yeah.
That's where my
He's exchanging it, taking all the evolved and giving you fresh.
Yeah.
He's got a sick family member. Who knows? Well, guys, I'm teaching another class in the morning, so I got to cut out early.
All right. Well, thanks for doing this. I'm so happy to meet both of you.
Yes, very nice to meet you, Catherine.
Yeah, likewise.
So you can meet each other either through the hut or through Telegram or however you do it.
For sure. Yes, and I do want to do that hike or whatever with you, Brother E.
Yeah, let's do it. Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready,
Great.
we'll chat on